Yes, you can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So everyone able to see also, right? My screen?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yesterday we discussed, right? Wha- what is the PT life cycle? So what is the PT life cycle? Anyone can explain?
PT life cycle, we have a number of steps. So we have to first proof of concept, then what are the requirements, number of users, and
Okay.
what kind of test data like low, medium, or high, what is the performance behavior for all these test data,
Okay.
then script recording, and how we will do the enhancement if any new changes come,
Okay.
each release to each release.
Okay.
Then what is the architecture we have to follow, design scenario, how to naming convention of each test case,
Hmm. Okay.
then result analysis, how we will input the result pre and post. And that's all.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So what are the non-functional requirements?
Non-functional is what is the average response time, what
Okay.
time we are anticipating more users are logging to application and performing actions,
Okay.
and what are the frequently used areas or test cases we need to shortlist, and
Okay.
either particular to one geographic location or we have to perform the testing for multiple locations, all
Okay.
those.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So, okay, that's fine. So yesterday we discussed it, right? So what are the components we are discussed as into the load runner architecture also we discussed. So what is the controller? So one thing I will confirming, right? So today class is completed. You should be interview point of you should ready with the each and every point. So what yesterday we talk, right? So everything I will ask from the first 10 minutes interview section. Along with the once scripting is started, I will give from the assignments to the everyone. And you should complete assignment also. First 10 minutes will be class will be this is only. I will ask from the interview point of view. Why? Because nowadays we want to crack the interview means so you should be like very good skills only you will crack the interview. So when you get good skills means you should follow me. Like today class completed, you should finish from the all interview coaches along with the like any assignment I given you should complete. Then what will happen once course completed you are ready with the interview. Some guys what they are doing means first will be learning after 30 days 45 days then I will start from the okay I will start from the now onwards I will start I will okay learning and every day they are reading this will be they are doing so that is not good thing again 2 months will be need from you yourself you are preparing means so that is why every day should be complete from the what are the topics is completed you should be interview questions you should follow. Like interview questions means very easy. So load runner is a very easy to crack the interview. Why? Because there is no passage lengths of paragraphs. This we don't have. So very small answers. So that is why you should be very carefully listen and as into the once is completed, I will share the like if you want means I will share the like material also. So today class completed, you should prepare and you should complete from the assignment also. It's clear?
Yes,
Hello?
yes,
Okay,
yes, clear.
that's fine. Okay. So let's we can start our class. Okay. So PT life cycle nothing but performance testing life cycle. So performance testing life cycle nothing but if is anyone ask from the what are your roles and responsibilities, same answer. Otherwise, any performance testing life cycle, anyone ask same answer. Otherwise, what process following from the your organization? Okay, in performance testing, which process following from your organization? So you should give from the these 10 steps. Okay, you can directly do from the year onwards. Okay, year to year. When you can start from the test plan preparation, workload model preparation means. So already NFR you have all the details along with you. Then you can start with the test plan onwards. You can start. Otherwise, it is a very brand new project. Client also don't know from the application. So then what is your approach? How you will gather the non-functional requirements? That is the very big task for us. Because client will be don't know. It is client will be know. He will provide from the these all details. Then we can use and we can start from the here onwards. We can start and we'll complete our performance testing. But what will happen is it's a very new project. Client also don't know from the what are the non-functional requirements, what are the critical business transactions, what is the average response time, what is the peak hours, what is the off peak hours, which pages are most user accessing, and what is the CPU memory utilization. So this kind of information client also don't know. So then our job should be, we should be analyzed from the our non-functional requirements. So in this case, so very important questions. So as the interview, they will ask from the NFR. First thing NFR they will ask. So what are your like non-functional requirements? You can explain CBT average response time. Fine. Immediately they will ask from the okay. If it is client is provided, this is fine. If not, then what is your approach? It's a very rare question. Every time interview, it should be question. This without this question, interview will be not happen in performance testing. So in this case, we are divided as a 3 cases. One is from the client doesn't know application and application is production. And second one, client doesn't know application and application not in production. And the third one, client doesn't know application and application not in production, no competitor. So going to the first point, see, client will be don't know application and application is production. Production means already users, already the code is developed, already the testing, everything is completed, that is already in live. Okay, so it is live, then how to we can gather our non-functional requirements means using the production logs or using the site technical tool or Splunk tool or Grafana tool. Using this tool, we can identify the non-functional requirements. Okay, how to we can gather means we can take from the historical data of the last 1 year or 6 months. So take that historical data and you should analyze that which URL it is the mostly user accessing the application, which transactions are they are using mostly, in the like last 6 months, for example, upload video is there. This is the mostly upload video, most of the numbers used. So when you are seeing the Splunk tool or Grafana, okay, like any one of the tool, so you would identify that, okay, we are observe, okay, these are the critical business transactions. And what are the peak hours, off peak hours, how will be know means. So when you are analyzing from the historical data, so we'll know that, okay, for these hours will be this, actually what are the transactions will be there, very less. But after evening or sometime, we are observed that these URLs will be most of the users is using from the application. So based on that, what are the peak hours, what are the off peak hours, we know. And which pages are most user accessing also, we'll know. And CPU memory also, already it is a application is live, then it is a live means we have the some sonar or any one of the monitoring tool will be there. Go to that monitoring tool, live, what is the CPU and memory utilization details you should be gather. So this is the way we can identify the first point. Is clear first point, everyone?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yes,
The
please.
peak, anyway, we are taking the maximum load and number of users, right? So
Yeah.
why we will bother about the peak hours?
Yeah, so why? Because see, what will happen, for example, you know the users only, okay? But actually performance testing means what? For example, this 2024 year. So in the production you are observed, when is the peak hours time? It went from the very high from the 1 day. So that we can consider as our user count. See, for example, 1 day went from the 200. Actually, it will be 100 only will be there. But 1 day, it is a when it is a peak hour time, it went from the more than 200 users. Then only you will know that, okay, this is the peak hour. So at that time, we are observed that users are very high.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
take
okay.
that point and we can analyze and we can do from the our performance testing. Got it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So going to this like production log or site and like production log or a site analytical tool like Splunk tool or Grafana. Okay, using this we can identify. That is the first one. And second one, client doesn't know application. Now application not in production. Not in production means what? Now it is not in live also. So last time live, so we are using from the production logs we are identified. But this time we don't have from the production logs also. Means it is application is not in production also. Then how to we can identify the non-functional requirements means using the alexa.com. We have the one like traffic monitoring utilities, alexa.com is there. If you go to that site, so in India, what are the, for example, is a Google, you can type it in that alexa.com. India, what is the rank of that and which pages are users will be accessing, and everything will be there in that alexa.com. Otherwise, so we are using from the commutator nothing but, for example, we are doing from the some ICICI bank application. It's a new project. Client also don't know from that their transactions and their response times, peak hours, off peak hours, which pages are most user. So client also don't know. Assembly it is not in production. Then what will happen? It is a bank. Already it is developed from the SBI or HDFC bank is there. So bank to bank, our ICICI bank commutator is the HDFC bank. Go to the alexa.com and type from the HDFC bank, what are the transactions are there, critical business transactions, what is the response time of the users, and then what are the peak hours, off peak hours also we can see, and which pages are mostly accessed by users. And we can see from the all the details using from the alexa.com as a commutator. Got it? Second point. So going to
Yes.
the third point. Now it is fine and the client doesn't know application and application not in production and no competitor. This time application also not in production, it's not live and we don't have any competitor. We have the some X project. We don't have from the that details from the any work. We don't have any competitor also. Then how to we can identify the our non-functional requirements? That is the very big challenges for us. So then what will happen? We can directly we can convert from their traditional business to the online business. Traditional business means like when we can go to the like client or customer or in directly go to the client, you should ask from the directly how many users are directly coming. Okay, how many users are directly coming? They told as a like 30 lakhs. Okay, 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs people is the directly users will be coming. So in the 30 lakhs, how many users are already they have from the some application? How many are registered users we are adding? Registered users for their application is there. How many are registered users we need to ask? Then they told as a registered users are okay, registered users. So 10% of the traditional business. Traditional business 30 lakhs. 10% means how much?
30,000.
10%, 30,000 or 3
30,000.
lakhs?
3 lakhs.
3
10.
lakhs. Okay, 3 lakhs will be like, and means their application as a users will be 3 lakh users will be registered. And as same to the next point. In that users, which like daily users, how many users are directly coming and through application, how many are ordering? Like users, daily users, we can call it as a daily users. So daily users, like in the same thing, in the 3 lakhs, who are registered users, 3 lakhs, in that 10% of the users are daily users. In the 10% means now 30,000. 30,000. So finally, one more thing, like daily users scheme, and in that frequently users ordering from the like it's a peak hours times. We need to ask from the peak hours time. Okay, for example, it is the restaurant application example. So they told as a like we should ask from the client and we can gather our all details. Now we have the user details and as simply you should ask from the critical business transactions. For example, restaurant will be there. Actually, what kind of things will be ordered from the customer? We should ask them. So they told as a mostly user will be chicken biryani will be and mutton biryani and as into the sometimes will be France. So we should ask from those are will be our critical business transactions. And peak hours also we should ask. Off peak hours we should ask. And as same to the which pages are mostly using from the your application. It's a launch page, login page. After that, product booking from the any one of these, and we should ask like this, and we can gather from the our non-functional requirement. So in the third point, so means first what we are doing, we are converting from their traditional business to the online business, and we are asking from the everything from the client as a customer point of view. So we can gather from the non-fictional requirements. This is the third case. So maximum this third case and second case will be very rare case because in my 10 years experience, I am not done from the any second and third steps also. But it's the interview point of should be very important. How I explained, right? Same way you should be explained from the as the interviewer. If you worked or not, whatever may be, but you should be know from the these things. Clear? So now move to the, see, for now, here we have one more miss proof of concept. Proof of concept, nothing but, so we should be understand the application architecture. We should understand the business flow of the application. We should understand the which tool suitable for this application, whether it is single protocol or multiple protocol. Based on these details, so we can record this simple business scenario. Any one of the, just take from the any simple business scenario and record and execute with the minimal users and report to the client. Okay, I am done from the test store application with 5 users, just pet booking up to that I recorded and I executed with the 5 to 10 users. So this is the our report. So this transaction happened this much time, this is this much time happened, CP memory utilization this is. So you should give from the like this details. Based on should client should understand, okay, tool point of view, load runner is fine. Okay, then fine. No, like it is a web application, so web protocol is fine. And like how many scenarios based on that, how many hours to finish this project, how many number resource will be need. Client should understand, and based on that, so we can prepare the, that is the proof of concept. We can prepare the one document and give to the client, and client will be know the all the details, which tool is suitable, which protocol, and okay, this all will be, client will be very clear. That is the proof of concept. This is also mostly we are doing from the, it's a brand new project time only we can do, because already existing project we know the non-functional requirements will know, and which tool also we are using we know, which protocol we know. No need, right? Doing from the POC. POC, when we can do the POC, nothing but it is a very brand new project. You should do the proof of concept. So it's clear. So now move to the next point. Test plan. So test plan, nothing but is a one of the important document, like how the testing it is effective and optimized way, and how the, what is our like plan of the action, what are the things we can perform. Like in the test plan contains what is our object, what is our scope, what are the scenarios we need to test, what kind of testings we need to perform, what is our entry criteria, what is our exit criteria, and what are the our like challenges, risk and mitigations, and what is the test deliverable times. So everything we can include in the test plan. So just test plan, nothing but, so already you are already gathered the non-functional requirements. So based on this non-functional requirements, you should prepare the test plan. Okay, what are the scenarios I want to test? So each and this scenario, what is the user load and execution, when we can start, what are the servers will be need. So all the things we should mention in the document. That is the test plan document. It's clear? Next will be workload model. Workload model, nothing but it is also one of the important document. So you want to do from the execution. Actual performance testing means what? We can do the executions. So what kind of executions we can do means, we can do from the baseline test, load test, spike test, stress test, endurance test we can do. So these all test, how many users we need to test from the baseline test, peak load test, spike test, stress test. we should be before execution itself, we can mention in the workload model document. Okay, we have the 5 scenarios. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios. 5 scenarios. Each scenario, how many users? First scenario 5, second scenario is a 10, and third scenario 20. Like that, we can give from the number of users based on from the our non-functional requirements, and that is the baseline. And after that, we can prepare the load test. And after load test, spike test, and stress test, and endurance test. So all the details you have, then it is a very easy, right? Everything is a document. When you are doing from the execution, how to which scenario, how many users, and for this baseline test, how many users. So everything will be test execution will be we can do directly. That is why before doing from the execution, we should prepare from the workload model also. Based on from the our non-functional requirements, we can prepare the workload model. I will show from the one day how to we can prepare the workload model also. I will show from that as a practically. In the next point, test data. So test data nothing but, for example, we have the username password. Actual performance testing means what? We want to execute multiple users. Same username. For example, my name is Kiran123. This is only I will execute from the multiple users. It will be useful. It will be useful. What is the realistic environment? So we have the Facebook will be there means like everyone should credential will be different. Like your credential will be different. My credential will be different. Same way when you are doing from the when we are doing from the executions, all things, right? So we should be test data is required. Okay, I want to doing from the 100 users. 100 users execution you are doing. Means you need from the 100 usernames and 100 password. So otherwise you are giving from the credit card from the application. So same credit card we can't use. We need from the multiple data like that credit card also. So this data should be will get from the our team already it is executed our team we have. Otherwise we should ask from the database team. Otherwise ourselves also we can prepare. That will be I will explain in the when we are into from the scripting side. That is the test data. And going to the next script recording enhancements. So using from the virtual user generator, we can record the script, and after record the script, if it is any enhancements is required, we can do that and we can prepare the scripts. For example, just now we discussed we have the 5 scenarios. 5 scenarios you need to record and you should complete the scripting. That script is completed. Next we can go to the design scenario. Design scenario nothing but, for example, I told like we have the different kinds of test: baseline, spike, stress, endurance, load test. So you should be how many users you want to do from the baseline test. You should be design the scenario, number of user point of view, how much duration I want to execute. That is the things we can do in the test design scenario. Where we can do means using from the controller, or we have the LRE also will be there. And next is the test execution. So once the design is completed, then we need to do from the execution. Just you can click from the execute button and you can observe from the while during the test, because we are conducting from the maximum 1 hour from the baseline, peak load test, and spike stress. Okay, this all we can do from the 1 hour execution. So whenever you are doing from this execution, you should be monitor from the CPU memories, it is the okay fine or not. So we are getting from the any errors or any issues while during the test, any transaction response time will be high or not. While during the execution, we should monitor from the these all things. After execution is completed, we should analyze the results using from the analyzer tool. Okay, each and every transaction response time as per client requirement, we are meet the our SLA or not, we need to check. Okay, that things we can do. So after that, it is that test is completed, all transaction will within the SLA, then we can prepare the report, and we have any recommendations, we can give from the recommendations also. Risk and mitigations, nothing but it's a project wise, like based on from the resource. For example, today will be actually tomorrow I want to do from the some execution. Suddenly I will be leave. So that is kind of risk and mitigations. Timelines we can deliverable times it will miss. So that all will come in the risk and mitigations. So this is the end-to-end performance testing. Anyone have any doubt regarding this PT life cycle? It's a very important concept. Hello?
Yes, Ram. Yeah. Yeah, we can listen.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm stopping from the class today up to here. Okay. And tomorrow onwards, we'll start from the scripting and all things. Okay, you guys can like install load runner software. Okay, and you guys will be ready. Tomorrow onwards, believe we can go into the everything is the
Okay.
practical only. Okay.